heart of consumption in the West. The distance, honorable members, for example, between Shanghai, the manufacturing hub of the East, and Rotterdam, a major consumption port in the West, is approximately 12,000 nautical miles. But the distance between Rotterdam and Lamu is only 6,000 nautical miles. If we were to make the coastal region an outsourced manufacturing hub for Western products, the port of Lamu has the potential to cut the price of these products by half. And this would be based purely on shipping costs, because the port of Lamu is half the distance to the west compared to the port of Shanghai. If we are to see the port of Lamu through these futuristic lenses, we will exploit our geographical advantages to make an imprint on global trade. Another big push investment that we have made in support of regional trade through our ports is the expansion of the Kipevu oil refinery and oil terminal. For 128 years, Kenya has served the 5 countries of the region using only one oil berth at the Kipevu oil terminal. This single oil berth could only handle 1 vessel at a time, and for the most part, it took 1 vessel days to offload its fuels. This meant that other vessels in the queue to offload had to wait, incurring huge demurrage charges and penalties by oil marketers. The resultant cost of these inefficiencies are borne by the Kenyan consumer, which overall makes our economy uncompetitive. This year alone, we lost an average of 1 billion shillings in the first 4 months in demurrage at the old Kipevu oil terminal. To tear down the barriers that make our country uncompetitive, we have now put in place a new oil terminal that I shall be opening soon, that will accommodate up to 4 vessels at a time, and instead of taking a whole day of loading fuel, each of the 4 vessels will take 5 hours to offload their fuel cargo. This means that every terminal will have the capacity to handle over 20 vessels a day. Put differently, if the old terminal handled 300 fuel vessels per year on average, the new terminal has the capacity to handle 7,300 vessels annually. Coupled with the improved transportation system connecting Kenya with its neighbors, the expanded capacity will boost our regional trade as well as remove the cost of demurrage and penalties that the Kenyan consumer has to pay. Mr. Speaker, one of my administration's key priorities has also been to revive state undertakings that have been designated as dead capital. I have done this as part of our big push investment because the utility of these state undertakings could not be allowed to go to waste. To increase the speed of reviving this dead capital, I elected to use the Kenya Defense Forces because of their unity of command, military efficiency, and reasonable pricing. As an example, after KDF took over the Kenya Meat Commission, they turned it around in just a few months. Whereas previously, it took farmers 4 years to be paid, they are now paid in 72 hours. KMC has resuscitated the outlets that KMC have, collecting today approximately 1 million shillings every day. Previously, this outlet collected 8,000 shillings daily. Mujiulize hiyo pesa ingine ilikuwa inaenda wapi? This 1 million translates to 30 million every month and Kenya shillings 3.6 billion annually in just one outlet. Before September 20th, such revenue would have been impossible because slaughtering was limited to a few or no animals in a month. To enhance further the profitability of KMC, we have linked it to another dead capital that my administration has revived.